Anime has gone too far by Gigguk.
Why was this made?
What is the limit for anime? A medium
I
that
don't know. This question I don't know how to answer.
continually pushes the boundary of wonder. A place that welcomes all types of stories from all types of people. There's no limit to what you can see here aside from your own imagination. If you can envision it, it can get made. But
More than my imagination, to be honest.
like the inventor of a fart machine in a wind tunnel, have we ever stopped and asked, should it get made? Interspecies reviewers, World's End Harem, redo
Species reviewers, there's a really good
of
anime.
Gila. Anime has been pushing degeneracy to a whole new level
It's a
in the past
weird
few years.
fucking
In
anime.
the post-redo of Gila world, there is little now.
And I watched this one too. I know how bizarre this anime is.
Hentai. Every day, the line gets more and more blurry. So the question plaguing humanity since the beginning of time is, how far can anime go?
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen,
We will never know this.
I present to you
This is a mystery.
my life as Inukai's dog.
My
Anime
God.
has
The
gone
guy's a
too
dog.
far.
Oh,
But how
shit.
could it? What could it possibly do? Well, you see, we have now ventured to a place for which there is no coming back from. Tread on the sanctity of something we should have never dared touch. Dogs. Not
They're gonna fuck dogs.
genetically engineered dog
This furry
girls,
girl.
not fantasy isekai dog people species, not some guy wearing a dog costume.
Yeah,
Just
this guy's hot.
dogs. Why did it have to be dogs? What did dogs do to deserve this? Man's best friend, the purest thing Mother Earth has gifted
What the fuck
us
is this a hentai about
with.
dogs?
If you've ever thought humans don't deserve dogs, here is the evidence to prove that you are
You're gonna fuck
categorically
dogs?
correct. This is a cursed show I probably should have left to die in obscurity until I had a single terrifying thought that dwarfed any existential
Okay, this is not
horror or
obscurity because the video has
Lovecraftian nightmare. My mind
2
could come
million
up with.
views.
Somehow, somewhere, this is gonna be someone's first anime. So, to
No.
allow myself
Nowhere. It's not possible.
to
This
sleep at
will-
night, I felt
No.
it was my
Nobody
duty to
starts
make
with
a
this.
PSA to tell that person.
Who starts with this?
It's okay. It's alright.
Oh my
I
god.
can't promise that tomorrow's gonna be a better day,
No, tomorrow's
can
gonna be a
promise you
worse day.
that we're gonna get through it together. I've committed to fully talking about this anime, but first, I need to talk about today's sponsor, Higan
Yeah.
Refill. I've never been more happy for a sponsor
This sponsor is
to
happy.
read in my life.
To be in this type
3D
of
real-time
video.
combat RPG, players are tasked with reclaiming reality from a
What a
never-ending
choose of
nightmare,
video.
like this show. Guys, maybe the anime man was onto something. Who actually needs to watch anime anymore when you can just play it? Higan Yuruthil throws you into its world and stories that's presented by gorgeous 3D anime-esque cutscenes with popular voice
This is like
actors,
Genshin
including
Impact.
Yui Ogara, Mamiko
This
Noto,
is like Genshin
Nana Mizuki,
Impact.
and more. You got some like Issa, an absolute ice queen.
Okay, this is a waifu.
I can already tell this girl exudes my energy. What makes me say that? No reason. The secret between Issa and her teammates are in Higan
Everywhere.
Ruthil. Now let's talk about this gameplay.
You can't
have
run
3D
away
real-time
from it.
combat, high quality 2D.
You can't run away from it.
Employing
This
tactics and bullet
is-
time. These are just words. I don't need to say anything. Just have a look at how beautiful it all comes together. With
Okay, I have to
music
say
that
this.
Bangs.
Bouncing boobies.
Do I need to say any more? Discover
Are
the story
enough
behind
to
all these
attract
characters. Start your adventure with
otaku's
Higan Yuruthil
eyes.
today by clicking the link in the description to download it.
Yes.
And you have a 100% chance to get the powerful SSR media.
Okay.
Also, you can use my code in the description to get
design,
my special
good design.
rewards in Higan Yuruthil. Thank you very much for sponsoring me today. And with that,
Yeah,
back,
I don't skip sponsors.
back-
That's it. That's my channel.
back to my life as Inukai's dog. Dog fact number 1. Dogs have 18 muscles to move their ears.
Oh, this
In
is
some ways,
important.
it's impressive that a show could give a man who's seen redo of Healer, who likes Domestic Girlfriend, who's seen some of the most degenerate
Shit, I watched two
that's
of
come out of
them.
anime, the chance to say, you know what, I think I have the moral high ground. The plot goes something like this. On some rainy afternoon, a guy wakes up cold and shivering on the streets. How did he get there? What is he doing? All questions that are unimportant because he sees his classmate and crush who takes him home, where he comes to the realization to the precarious situation he's in. He is a dog. When I first saw the basic premise of this, I said to myself, oh cool, some dumb slice of life reincarnation story
How many people worked on this?
where a guy wakes up as a dog. I'm a seasoned isekai fan. I've seen worse. It can't be dumber than waking up as a sword or waking up as a vending machine. Maybe they'll tackle the human struggles of trying to live as a dog. Maybe the psychological effects of being stuck in a dog's body.
He has
having
a
to
human
navigate
face.
A society made by humans. Having your daily survival be
No, it's
completely
not
reliant
wholesome.
on that of another human being. There's a lot of places as this story could go. Surely, it's not about a bunch of girls thirsting over a dog.
We all know it's not gonna go to somewhere good.
I regret to inform you that my initial assessment
yeah.
was incorrect. Within the first 5 minutes of taking the dog home,
possible.
the first thing Karen Inukai decides to do, yes, her name is Karen, which is very on theme because I'm about to call the manager, is get undressed in front of the doggo and bathe with it. Naked. But okay, this isn't too bad. There might be some dog owners who feel comfortable removing their clothes in front of their dog, showering with their dog, sucking their dog's nose.
Calm down,
Maybe
bro.
this could be wholesome, if wholesome was spelt without a W. But it soon becomes apparent that the feeling towards the dog are a little devious. Oh,
man.
Yes, so very devious towards the dog. Oh, yes, this is my coat.
Man, someone in this planet is now jerking off to this.
The mechanism you're seeing right now. She takes her dog for a walk, but is feeling
and it's not me. My hands are here.
Okay, I'll stop now. And almost immediately tries licking the pup over one for some meddling kids. Gets way too excited photographing her dog urinate, then introduces him to a place called Coochie Cove. I've seen people dressed up in a red astronaut suit that are less sus than this girl right here. Now, if you think finding out a dog has more riz than you will ever do is sad, don't worry.
Wait, he has a Chad face?
That's actually one of the least depressing parts of this show. In no particular order, here are some things depicted in my life as Inukai's dog that involves a girl and a dog. Bathing naked, tail jobs, seductive feet licking, getting a dog to undress you, getting a dog to lick your chamber of secrets, enticing a dog with your chamber of secrets, giving a dog a ball gag, breastfeeding.
Breastfeeding the dog? But the dog's an adult.
Why? What have we become? How did we get here? Some of these acts are in the anime.
Wait. Wait. She breastfeeds the dog, bro. She breastfeeds the dog.
Some further on in the manga.
Oh my god.
That's right. I read further into the manga. Don't ask me what force compelled me to do so, because I still don't know myself. Maybe I wanted to see how much worse it could get. Maybe I'm learning deep down inside I have masochistic
Yes, I want to see the craziness.
Maybe I was waiting for some divine intervention, because if I could ask a higher power...
No, God's disappointed.
Anything. If there was one thing I would like to know. Why in God's name is the art for this manga actually really fucking good?
Wait, this is a really great manga panel. Come on, this is a really beautiful... How detailed this is. This is a really beautiful
fucking
manga
good
panel.
Dog fact number 2. No two dogs' noses are alike. Many people have drawn comparison to Chainsaw Man.
Yes, and no two dicks of men are alike.
Because like Chainsaw Man, the dog is named Pochta. Now, Chainsaw Man's Pochta has joined the short list of the highest commendation you can get in an anime. Being a good boy. Pochta, that's a good boy.
Yeah, yes, I love Pochta.
That's a good boy.
Yeah, this is a good
Bond,
boy.
That's a good boy. Nina.
I knew it. I knew it that you're gonna put the Chimera dog.
That's a good girl.
Yeah, that's a really good girl. That's why we kill her.
Nikai's Pochta is not a good boy. That's a bad boy. Bad boy. One could argue that in many ways, Chainsaw Man is just a day
It's
in
a
the life of
horrid
a dog.
fucking
Here's
dog.
Denji, who woofs for his owner.
Man, but most of the dogs are horny. At the same point, they start, I don't know, trying to fuck the owner's legs.
Woofs for their owner, goes on walks, and becomes one with Pochita. Because she does. She got that dog in her. You may be thinking, Inukai is the outlier here, the freak who loves a dog a little too much, but of course,
a little too much, yes.
Introduce a full-on cast straight out of the watch list of your local animal services. There's the tsundere, Nekotani. As your resident tsundere ambassador...
Of course we have a tsundere. Of course, we need this. We need a
She can go
tsundere.
somewhere else. Tsunderes can be violent unless those violence is towards dogs. The shy Usagi, a girl so down bad she makes the average Genshin player look like a functional member of society. Not just limiting it to dogs, she decided to force herself on a poor table, which depressingly adds inanimate objects to the growing list of things that have more riz than weebs do. If I had $1 for every anime girl I've seen do unspeakable things to a table, I'd have 2, which is $2 richer than I want to be. Well,
yeah, I've never seen this in anime.
I am the table.
Then, of course, completing the trilogy is the yandere, Inukai herself. We can already agree. Do not stick your dick in crazy, especially the kind that
Come on, she's a yandere to the dog.
Crazy wants. While the rest
She's obsessed about the dog.
of the world was asking, what
The dog doing?
Inukai was more concerned with, who?
The dog doing?
Dog fact number 3. Dogs
I need to watch this in
may
stream.
be able to... Oh, no.
Maybe able to fall in love.
No. No. Devious.
Yeah, but
If by
it's
some miracle-
a love of a dog is an angelic love. It's not this type of love. This is not love. This is diabolical
Or
feelings.
you still don't know if you should subject yourself to 12 episodes of this? I've made a
Okay,
simple flowchart
I
for you to
didn't
follow.
notice that
First,
this was
ask
something weird.
yourself, do you like dogs? If your answer is no,
If you answer no, you deserve hell.
do not watch this show. If your answer is yes, do
Everybody
not
loves dogs. If you don't love dogs, you deserve to burn in hell.
watch this show. If you're looking for some kicks in life, here are some alternative suggestions I recommend over watching My Life as Inukai's Dog. Skydiving, mountain biking, ordering the extra large portion in America.
We don't like
tweeting
this.
out Chainsaw Man is mid, setting your notifications
We don't like these wholesome activities.
to
We like the abyss.
vibrate, then putting your phone in your pants. All non-dog related activities that get the heart pumping. This is something that should be left behind in the bowels of time. In fact, as of this very moment, I am working on a time machine so I can go back and get us back on the right timeline. Because what hope is there left for humanity, knowing that a sentient human being wrote this? Then more sentient human beings made the conscious decision to greenlight this into an anime. And throughout that entire long process, not a single person stopped to ask themselves, what in the biblical fuck have we done? On the day of reckoning,
Nobody
when
cares
humanity
anymore.
stands
I think they're proud. I think they thought like we did the best anime of all time, and everybody that loves dogs will love this, and we're changing the world.
before God
I think
Almighty,
that's how they
waiting for our
think.
final judgment. There, standing between
I
us
think they're proud.
and salvation, will be Inukai's dog. On that day, we will have
shit.
to look up at God and tell him that this is what humanity has done. This is what mankind...
Man, when you die and God shows every mistake, every sin you've done on a screen, this is gonna be there when you watch this, and your grandparents are gonna see this, and your parents and everybody of your family and your ancestors, your great ancestor is gonna see this, and he's gonna be so ashamed.
has led to. The souls of all humans will beg and plead not to be forsaken, not to be rejected from the gates of heaven. But in the end, all we can do is repent and ask for forgiveness.
Yes, cry.
Forgiveness from God, forgiveness from each other, forgiveness from our dogs, which is more than we deserve. In conclusion, I'm a cat person now.
What a great video. I'm always surprised about anime. They can go everywhere, and I'm so surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm surprised. It's a paradoxical feeling. Yes, I'm surprised and I'm not surprised at the same time, and I don't know how to feel about this.